Rob, what is our third main topic today?
John, our third main topic comes to us from Eric Thomas. Hey guys, Lucasfilm's current Disney Plus show, the phenomenal Andor, hasn't even finished, and yet the next one is right around the corner. It's just about 2 weeks until Willow premieres, and yesterday, a couple of people got to see it already and gave their first reactions. And from what I've seen, they seem to be overwhelmingly positive. It's not another Andor, but it's described as a fun family fantasy adventure, just like the original movie was. What do you think about these first reactions?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Eric. And you know, I got to say, one of the upcoming Disney Plus projects that I have honestly not been all that particularly excited about has been Willow. Now, I like the original Willow movie, but when they said they're going to bring it back to do a series, I'm like, huh, really? Really? And even the first preview for it, I was like, okay, I mean, I love Warwick Davis. I mean, I can watch that guy all the time. I love him.
And his comedic timing
is insanely good.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I didn't hate the idea, but I wasn't really. Now, the last trailer that came out last month or a month and a half ago, or whatever, that was the first time that I looked at it and went, all right, okay, maybe there could be something here. Well, a bunch of people had a chance to watch the first 3 episodes of Willow, and the response has been incredible. Let's bring up my screen here for a second, Jonathan. So the response has been pretty incredible. What's on Disney Plus writes, I've watched the first 3 episodes of the new Willow Disney Plus series. It's one of the best shows we've seen on Disney Plus so far. It's a charming adventure with some interesting characters and is certainly not a show to be overlooked. Willow is a must watch. Lancey Gillerin writes, lucky to see episodes 1 through 3 of Willow, and it's fantastic. It's overwhelmingly charming and funny. John Kasdan set up a thrilling adventure with characters that are real and relatable while honoring the magic of the original. Cannot wait to see what comes next. Rayan writes, I had no expectations going into Willow and ended up absolutely enjoying it. Fun fantasy and adventure with heart and drama. The new characters are all instantly lovable, and the returning cast is as great as ever. Ruby Cruz and Aaron Kellyman easily steal the show. Britt writes, I've been a fan of the original film for as long as I can remember, and I can honestly say that Willow on Disney Plus keeps the same heart and spirit. It's filled with so much fantasy and adventure. It's everything I could have asked for. You won't be disappointed. Final one we'll talk about here is Jordan Mason writes, had the chance to watch the first 3 episodes of Willow, and well, I don't know. I love the characters, and it's clear the actors are all having a blast with genuine chemistry between them all. Dug the humor and the interactions, but the story feels like a fantasy trope, one fantasy trope after another. Ren Geekness writes, with 3 episodes of Willow offers unexpected thematic maturity and character depth to counterbalance the magical whimsy from the original film. The ever-changing Warwick Davis leads a ragtag group of heroes on top of great thrills and fun action. And it goes on. So listen, it's kind of neat because yesterday we were just talking about first reactions out of another project that were not so good, which was, I mean, some of them were good, but very, very mixed reactions coming out of Babylon. So that was a little bit concerning. And I've been very curious to see what the first reactions were going to be coming out of Willow, particularly since I haven't been that interested in it, but I did think the last trailer was good. Some recurring words here: fun, adventure, heart. I mean, it seems like a lot of people, and it sounds like a number of them too, when I read a little bit more from them, were kind of in the same boat as me, going into it with like, I don't know that I have any expectations here, but everybody seems to be enjoying it quite a lot. Rob, where has your excitement level, lack thereof, of Willow been going into this, and what do you think about the reactions we're hearing?
Well, first of all, I'm just incredulous that they even made this show. Like, wow. I mean, they're looking at Lucasfilm product that they can remake or something, and Willow came up. People have heard me say Willow was a fine fantasy film that had some fun performances. To me, it was always Lord of the Rings fantasy light. It suffered from 80s fantasy trope sickness, where they couldn't adapt Lord of the Rings, so they just strip mined things that they took from all the different fantasy books and put it into Willow. It was fine. It was well made. It was just the kind of movie you'd think Ron Howard would make at that point in his career. It's fine. Didn't care about this, which I think is probably its greatest strength, because there has not been Lucasfilm's Willow celebration, the official Willow fan club, all those vintage Willow action figures people are buying. Willow doesn't have that problem. So there's not all these people expecting their lives to be changed by a Willow series. I think that the great strength that this show has is all it can do is surprise people and be like, oh, that was pretty good. Because people don't go into it with these, I'm expecting the battle of, Pelennor Fields every episode. So I think what's interesting about this show, I think it's true for me too. I like Warwick Davis, and I'll tell you why I was pulling for this show in particular. He did a video. It was like out in a field where the cast was sitting at picnic tables, like during lunch.
I remember this. Yes.
And he just went in and kind of was interviewing the cast, and they were all kind of bagging on him, and it was just really hilarious. And I'm like, you know what? This video makes me, I like these people. I like that Warwick Davis made this. He's not coming out going, let me tell you what it means to have this Willow show on the air. He was being funny about it. I think for that reason alone, they've probably imbued this show with the kind of fun, whimsical sensibility that we want.
Let me ask you this. Over or under 12%? Over under 12% that we get a Val Kilmer, Mad Mardigan cameo?
Over.
Really?
Over 12%.
You sound very, very
over.
confident
And you
about
know
that,
what? You know what? He's going to have long gray hair and a beard. And even if he can't say anything, maybe they'll have his son dub his voice or something like the Val documentary. 100%. 100%. And I don't know if the woman who plays Queen Bavmorda, she's got to come back. Joanne Whaley has to come back, although maybe Joanne Whaley and Val Kilmer won't because they were married. Who knows?
Right. Yeah, that's pretty
But
nasty.
absolute. Mad Mardigan, 100%. I'll give you 100%.
Wow.
100%.
It's a guarantee.
Guaranteed Mad Mardigan. You can't not have a character named Mad Mardigan, which is such a great name, not in the Willow show.
Unless they start off saying, after the death of Mad Mardigan.
Then there you go.
They could do that. I mean,
Then they would show him. They'll show him like a flashback to his kingly. He'll have the beard, and then they'll show him pass away. But he's absolutely 100% going to appear in the show.
After seeing the emotional response that the Iceman appearance got,
Come on.
Like even if they didn't shoot it, they had to go back and shoot it
and figure out a way. Like, yeah, there's no way. He's in it 100%.
All right, guys.
I was going to say real quick, I thought I recognized the woman with the red hair here. She's from Falcon and Winter
she's from
Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
She's from Solo. She's from Falcon and Winter
Right,
Soldier. Yep. So, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The reactions coming out of Willow are a lot higher than I was expecting. I've got to admit, between the last trailer and these reactions, hey, I was just saying on the show the other day, we don't get a lot of pure adventure anymore. Like, we really don't. And if this can be that, more power to it.
The only thing that I would ask other than Val Kilmer is one of the things I loved about Willow was the theme.
Oh, yeah.
The musical theme. I hope they keep that. I hope they retain it because it's a great theme.
All right, guys, how are you feeling about this? Where are your expectations for Willow? Whatever they are, jump down to the comment section below and leave us your thoughts. We want to take a moment and thank a sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. Guys, my wife Ann and I love using HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. When you subscribe to HelloFresh, you can check Save Money off of your fall to-do list. HelloFresh is 25% cheaper than takeout and even less expensive than grocery shopping too. And HelloFresh works with your ever-changing schedule. Plans are flexible and you can choose your meals for the week, update your preferences, or change your delivery day all in the HelloFresh app. Now, Ann and I are both working professionals, so when it comes to dinner time, it can be a bit of a challenge. We don't really have time to cook and we don't want to eat out all the time. And that's why HelloFresh comes through so clutch for us. Not only do we get to eat delicious, nutritious food, but Ann and I both have a lot of fun getting to cook together, following the easy-to-follow steps in getting the meals made. So go to HelloFresh.com/Campea65 and use the code Campea65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/Campea65 using the code Campea65 for 65% off plus free shipping.